I'm sorry, Keels, forgive me, Keels, Anthony Keels.
Ready for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
Oh,
Attorney Donna Williams.
I see, Attorney Williams. No Keels, no appearance, review for default. All right. 9 is 25D28325, tenant
I'm
defendant.
here. My mic was muted. I'm sorry.
And you are Anthony Keels?
Yeah.
Oh man, are you driving though?
I'm at work. I mean, I ain't want to miss court. I drive for a living. I drive trucks.
I hear you, and you're not the first, but that don't mean you get to drive and participate. You got to pull over. This is why we couldn't hear you. So
I can't pull over right now. I'm on a highway. I mean,
well, you need to pull over to a safe place because you're committing a lot of offenses by being on Zoom and actively driving a tractor trailer. That would be big time problematic. So let's just pull over to a safe place so you can participate. Otherwise, you won't be able to. But I have you down. Do you have any minors that reside with you?
Yeah, I have a son. One.
All right, thank you. Tell the truth under penalty and perjury of the law?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, what are the terms?
Judge, thank you. This is going to be a pay and stay agreement whereby the defendant is going to pay $6,479.93 before 5 o'clock today in certified funds only. If he fails to tender that payment, he is expected to vacate the unit on or before December the 9th at 11:59 p.m. with the writ of possession to issue on December the 10th.
All right. With the same money judgment?
Yes,
Say it
Judge.
again?
All right. All right. Mr. Keels?
All
right. You've entered a consent agreement where you'll be required to pay $6,479.93 on or before today, December 2nd, 2025 by 5 p.m. in certified funds. If you to pay so, you continue to pay rent and move forward. Otherwise, you'll have a money judgment of that $64.79.93. And a writ of possession will be available on December 10th, 2025. Are these the terms that you've agreed to?
Not really, but I don't have a choice.
Okay, but I just need a yes or no. Is that a yes?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Well, then I will get a proposed order from counsel, which I'll review, sign, and email over to you. Get that payment made. All right. You're free to go. Thank you.
The defendant has agreed to a pay and stay agreement whereby Ms. Guillory is going to submit $7,959.16 to the leasing office in certified funds today before 5 o'clock p.m. If she fails to tender that payment today, Ms. Guillory will be expected to vacate the unit by no later than December 9th before 5 o'clock p.m. with the writ to issue on December the 10th.
I have a question. I don't get off work until 3 o'clock, and it looks like Chase closes at 4, and they don't take, she said it has to be like cashier's check. So is there a way that I can do it by tomorrow, or?
Judge, it's going to have to be today before 5 o'clock.
I mean, I could get you guys out of here, but it's 2 o'clock right now. I mean, she would have to probably leave work. I don't know what she's going to have to do, but that's up to you guys.
The tenant can contact the leasing office and make the request if she could come in first thing in the morning, but my instructions were pretty clear.
Okay, well, they're not really giving you any official extension till tomorrow. It would have to be by 5 p.m. today.
Okay, let me try to leave work now.
Okay, well, let me get you under oath. Let me get you to raise your right hand. All right?
Okay.
Raise your right. You swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty and perjury of the law?
Yes, I do.
All right, excellent. So you've entered in consent pay and stay agreement where you'll be required to pay $7,959.16 on or before today, December 2nd, 2025 by 5 p.m. at the leasing office and certified funds. If you to do so, you can remain the property, continue to pay rent. Your failure to do so results in a writ of possession on December 10th, 2025, as well as a money judgment of that $79.59.16. Are these the terms that you've agreed to?
Yes.
All right, well, then I'll get a proposed order reviewed and signed and emailed over to you. Now you're free to go and try to get that money in before 5, okay? All right.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
we'll let you go. Thank you.
Your Honor, my next matter is Defendant Erica Howard.
Yep, give me 1 second. All right, Miss Howard, can you unmute and raise your right hand? You swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty and perjury of law?
Yes, sir.
All right, counsel, what are the terms?
Judge, this is going to be a pay and stay agreement whereby the defendant has agreed to pay the full amount owed of $4,891.16 to the leasing office in certified funds only before today, 5:00 p.m. Let me restate that. She's going to pay that full balance owed by today before 5:00 p.m.
Mhm.
If she fails to abide by that part of the agreement, Your Honor, she is going to be required to vacate the unit by no later than December the 9th before 11:59 p.m. with the writ of possession to issue on December the 10th.
Okay. All right, so Ms. Howard, you have entered a consent pay and stay where there'll be a required amount of $4,891.16, which you'll have to give to the leasing office and certified funds by 5 p.m. today. Your failure to do so will result in a writ of possession issuing on December 10th, 2025. Are these the terms that you've agreed to?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll get the proposed order review signed and emailed over to you. You're free to go.
Thank you.
All right. Did you have an announcement?
Yes, we've consented to a cash for keys offer, a move out date
Well, I have
of,
no idea who you're talking about. So let's just hold tight. Who are you talking
sorry,
about? Yeah.
Ms. Hubbard and Mr. Hunter.
You said this is a cash for keys agreement, counsel.
Yes, they're agreeing that a writ of possession will enter on December 15th, and they will relinquish possession of the property on that day in exchange for $500 cash.
But his name isn't Hubbard, so make sure you have the correct name.
Okay. But he's not, is he here?
Yes, sir.
He is here. Okay, well, I need you under oath too. Can you raise your right hand? You just got in the back. You swear or affirm to tell the truth under penalty and perjury of the law as well, Mr.
Yes,
Hubbard?
sir.
All right, so folks, you guys have reached an agreement where you will vacate by
Yes, sir.
December 15th, 2025. And in exchange for vacating on that day, they will give you $500. I don't believe that's to the both of you, but in totality, $500
Yes, sir.
for you guys to vacate. Are these the terms that you guys have agreed to?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, we'll get a proposed order from counsel, which I'll review and sign, and you'll get a copy in your email. You're both free to go.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All
Thank you, Your Honor. Can I just have the clerk drop his email address in the chat to send those proposed orders to?
Sure
I
thing.
just sent it to you,
Yeah, and those are all your
Miss
cases.
Diane.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, may I be excused?
You may be excused.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let me just ask a couple of questions. Are you
Okay.
guys at an impasse? Is that what we're doing here?
I don't know what an impasse is.
Do you guys need a trial? Is that it?
They said they're gonna request a continuance. I don't, I feel like it will draw this situation out. We talked about paying or staying, which I'm open to, but I do not feel comfortable taking any consent judgments because Invitation Homes, they have removed $500 of fees, 4 months of late fees consecutively.
Mhm.
Month after month, I tried to ask them to remove those fees and they did not. They removed the remainder of the fees 2 hours before court. And they keep offering me consent judgments. And I told them I do not want to do a consent judgment because it has, even though they have removed those previous late fees, they have now allocated 3 months more of late fees and they can't get their boss to sign off on it. So I just, if it is possible, I just don't want an infraction on my record because like I told them, I'm not supposed to be here. I never refused to pay my rent for 4 consecutive months. I paid around their incorrect late fees. This is the second time that this has happened to me, that they have brought me to court and then they removed fees days before court last time. And I signed a consent judgment, not knowing that that put an eviction on my record. And I ended up in a mental hospital when I found out after consulting with an attorney. because that puts an infraction on my record. And I have also tried to apply for other homes because I did not know how this situation would end up. And still we don't know. They're saying that a continuance means that this is going to be prolonged even more, which is more fees.
So Miss Jackson, so just hold tight.
I'm sorry.
I got it.
Listen.
I understand, and I don't think your anxiety is just, is not unfounded. But let me give you some information. Some that's good, some that's bad. First,
Okay.
when an action filed against you, whether there's a consent agreement or not, a lot of people are going to consider that to be an infraction against you, whether you reach an agreement or not.
No.
Okay, so keep that in mind. Secondly,
Yes, sir.
if there's a reset and there's an opportunity for more information to be recovered or you guys to work something out, that doesn't generally become a problem for you, for most tenants anyway. In the event that there's something that happens in the meantime and they try to charge additional fees, we'll have to see. But obviously, these cases can be relatively simple. They can be real complex. If there's a need for there to be a reset, then there may be a need for be a reset. Oftentimes, when we do resets, we're going to reset it for in person. That way we can get all the information, all the evidence to people and have a clear and concise hearing. All right. So if counsel, you're requesting a reset, am I getting the gist of that was what was going to be requested?
Yes, Your Honor. So the gist of it was a reset to not only give us time to try to find what's the word I'm looking for? Acceptable resolution for both sides, but also worst case scenario, if an acceptable solution is unable to, happen before court, then Ms. Jackson would have the opportunity to present all her evidence in front of the judge that will be presiding that day.
Yeah.
And at that point, the judge would make a decision. So
I'm here for that. Do you have a problem with that, Ms. Jackson?
I don't. I do not know. I understand that I'm here without representation, and I do not know if from the information that I've gathered with consulting and doing my own research, with the evidence that I've presented to the courts and uploaded to the court for the court to see now, I would like to know if, because Invitation Homes, and I also uploaded the email that they sent to me 2 hours before court. I uploaded that 30 minutes before court at the courthouse, so the courts can see that all the fees that they were charging me, creating an inability to pay the correct amount because they do not accept partial payment online. Because that is incorrect, is this open for a dismissal? Because the document that they presented to me asking me and demanding the inflated costs from me, it's no longer that cost. It's no longer the amount that they were requesting in that disciplinary eviction paper. Like, am I even supposed to be here? Because at this point, Judge, to be honest, if this is legally possible for this to be dismissed, I will volunteer to move out of my home. I will volunteer to move out of my home to get this over with, because the continuance, I know that this is a form of a solution in getting there, but I don't know if I can keep doing this with them. This is the second time. My family has had to come down here and be with me. My grandmother moved from Tennessee to take care of me and be with me because I ended up in a mental institution trying to commit suicide because of this situation, and I did not know what my future held.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
This last situation with them.
So let me tell you, I understand these situations can be very stressful. Obviously, having a place to stay is of the utmost importance for all people. But obviously, I think the intent is to get you in a situation where you can have a property or at least move, in a less stressful situation. I think that would be the thing that, based upon request of counsel and the information that you provided, and that way you can get clarity. I have seen those concerns from people where demands are a lot higher than what they seek in the complaint, but that is something to be considered and addressed. So what we'll do is we'll reset it. You'll get an email notice for that reset. You listen, I tell people, if it's a money thing, make sure you just don't spend the money. If the money there, you got the money, right? And then it'll be what it is. So, but we'll have it reset. Look out for the email. Make sure you're there. See if you can talk to the people in between time. And if not, you'll have a hearing in person to deal with it, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. All right. So listen, we don't the reason because we're not going to talk about it or do nothing else for this afternoon. So we'll get it reset. Just look out in your email for the reset notice, okay?
Judge, may I go to, I have a question for Invitation Homes. Is it possible to ask them this question, or do I ask them here? Because my lease is coming to an end. Does that mean that my tenancy is over with this reset, prolonging it? I don't know if my tenancy is over.
It doesn't
or do I
it's
stay?
not immediately over until it's over or you vacate or something of that nature. So but there'll be a hearing before the end of this month. Okay. So just breathe. It'll be all right.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. You
Thank
got to
you.
remember, we do thousands of these every month, unfortunately. You'll be all right.
Thank-
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You're free to
That's-
go.
yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you. Thank you so much for hearing me.
No worries.
The terms will be a 7-day pay and stay. That amount will be rent from October to December, and then the full month, and the rent will be for the full month of December, including legal fees. So the consented amount is going to be $7,094 even. If there is no payment within 7 days, then the landlord will have the right to request and apply for a writ of possession and a money judgment for the amount of $4,909.26, which is rent for October, November, all the other amounts on the complaint, and December prorated.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So folks, Ms. Tia Kaba, you guys have reached a consent agreement pay and stay. So there'll be a required amount of $7,094 due on it before December 9th, 2025.
Did he freeze?
Possession, $4,909.26. Are these the
Your
terms
Honor,
you've agreed to? Yes.
sorry about that. You kind of froze, so they missed everything after the first thing you said.
Okay, so folks, you guys again are entering into a consent pay and stay agreement. Will there be a required amount of $7,094 due on it before December 9th, 2025? If you were to pay that amount, you may remain in the property and continue to pay rent. Failure to do so will result in immediate writ of possession available on the 10th, as well as a money judgment of $4,909.26. Are these the terms that the parties have agreed to?
Yeah, that's what we agreed to. They also give us the resources to call out with company that are able to assist with rental assistance.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Kaba, are those the terms that you've agreed to, the 794? And then if you don't, by the 9th, and then otherwise a writ on the 10th and a money judgment of $4,909.26. Are these the terms?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, then I will get a proposed order from council, which I'll review, sign, and email over to you. You guys are free to go.
Mr. Cobb, I also had a question concerning the second option that we may have had.
Okay, I didn't know. Mr. Kaba, do you have a question?
Yes, sir. They give us options that we can sign. We can sign I guess it's the list or something, and we can sign the agreement, and we don't have to pay like the remainder balance. But we are thinking about that, but we're not sure if that's the option we are trying to take.
Well, I would tell you, you need to let me know whatever option y'all gonna take here, because I can't, unless y'all gonna change it. This is be putting in what I just discussed.
Right, that's the question I was gonna ask. Do we have to decide on that right now, or
How long do we have to decide on that option of moving out in 14 days if we do agree to not pay this balance of the $7,094 and then be able to move out within that 14 days? How long does that process take before we receive
I'm gonna be frank. I don't know. That's a separate thing. You got to determine which agreement you're gonna take. So that's the agreement that was presented to me. If that's not the one you're gonna take, then, but the one that I got you under oath and asked you where you're going to enter into is the one I went over. If there's a different one, someone tell me.
Your Honor, do you mind if I interject?
Sure.
All right. So when we was in the other room and I told you the two options, those were decisions you were supposed to make before we came in front of the judge. So when we spoke and I shared the resources and everything, you guys told me I wanted to do the pay and stay, which is why I presented that to the judge. If that's not what you want to do, you have to let me know now so we can change what I let the judge know. But the decision has to be made now. Like there's no choosing one and then tomorrow or the next day changing your mind. Yes.
Got you. So just to make it clarify for Mr. Kaba, because he was the one that was confused about it as far as, is there like a time limit on when we're gonna, if we go with that option, when that's gonna be?
Would y'all like to step into the breakout room one more time? I'm sorry, Your Honor, maybe like 2-3 minutes?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I'll just send you guys to breakout room number 1. Give me one moment.
All right, folks. Do we have a agreement?
The announcement is the tenant is agreeing to leave the property in 14 days and accept the balance forgiveness program. The way that will work, and I will prepare the consent to send to you. The way that will work, Your Honor, is starting today, the tenants will have 14 days to vacate the property and leave it in broom swept condition. And if they are not out of the property by day 14, 11:59 p.m. on December 16th, the landlord will be entitled to a writ of possession and a money judgment of $5,821.06, which is prior rent owed and December prorated to the 16th. Yes.
And you said 5,821.6?
Yes.
All right. All right. So Kaba and T, you guys have ultimately reached a consent agreement where it's a vacate agreement. You'll vacate by 12/16/2025, 11:59 p.m. If you are to do so, there will be a balance forgiveness. You won't have any balance or judgment. However, if you fail to vacate by the 16th, 2025, at 11:59, there will be a money judgment against you in the amount of $5,821.06. Are these the terms that you agree to, Mr. Kaba?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Tia, do you agree to that as well? Go on mute.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll get a proposed order from council reviewed and signed and emailed over to you. You both are free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May me and the witness be excused?
You may be excused. Thank you.
Thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day today.
You as well.